Bam, ba-dam, ba-down, wow, wow. Oh, okay. Do my animation render cam. That one's off. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. Tonight's gonna be a little bit more different than usual. Let's see. Let me have my endless running dude here. Start off and be very, very precise. Yeah. All right, clear some of this crap out of here. Sweet. All right, time to save the world. One prompt at a time. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. I'm opening my prompt. All right, all good, all good, all good. Yeah, it seems to like this crazy how Zoom doesn't work, and in this one actually works a hell of a lot better. All right, cat scratch fever. All right, gang. Move my chill frame a little out to the side. Go! Thank you so much for the resub of 7 months. I appreciate you. Thanks for always being back and getting my back, dude. You're awesome. You're amazing. I got the best support group ever. All right, let me get my mix-em up going. So hopefully we don't crash tonight. Thank you so much for the resub for 7 months, Miguel. All right. I'm gonna log in. Sponsorships, dude. I'm just an affiliate. Why does Twitter say I've got sponsorships? Oh no, Twitch. Oh no, it's Stream Elements. I gotta log out of Stream Elements. Hang on a second. Love the cycles. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me keep that cycle going. Let me get it up on the big screen there. Thank you. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh damn. I'm like Gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, I put 2 more hours into this one during class and just kind of worked up the upper body. So yeah, we're kind of in a good spot through here. But this time, let's see. Yeah, let me jump on my Twitch manager really quickly. Gotta update this. Stream info. Art. Today's category is called art, but we're gonna put a giant S in front of it too. We're just gonna call it Shart, because this is us dealing with Shart. This is us tampering with the bowels of the dark web, which is called AI. So we're gonna be actually messing with this today, guys. Because backstory. Hello, hi guys, hi, hello. What would you like? Hello or hi, or please? Sorry, I gotta say hi to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. I see you guys lingering. Yeah. So yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit different today. I got catfished by a YouTube channel that's pretty much selling an AI tool model by saying like a lot of video game devs are using it nowadays. Classic opener to hooking people. So for those of you who don't know, you should know. I've been doing video games for about like 7 years. I'm a real developer, use real animation tools, real animator here. And good God almighty, every day that I just see people talking about how fast they have gotten things done with just a simple prop and how AI is going to be incorporated into the video game world, it got me curious. It got me thinking. You know what? Just for the sake of shits and giggles, I might try some of this stuff. I might actually open it up, type in a prompt, maybe throw in an image here or there. You know, just like pretty much like just see if it's actually worth its salt. Seeing if what they're saying is actually true. So today I jumped on an AI buggy and actually paid real money to earn tokens, to earn Thunder tokens. That's what they're called, because you use these Thunder tokens to make AI prompts. So we're going to try a little bit of that today. I'm actually going to try to see if we're able to make a simple idle cycle. And for those of you who don't know jack shit about animation and are looking to see hot babes, you can swipe up. None of that here. But we actually might see some hot babes later if you know, AI is not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't mind typing in a prompt saying, you know, we can, you know, we can. There's no it is unknown what's going to happen later, but we'll definitely check it out. So yeah. So yeah, I jumped on one of these like little AI sites, and I'm actually going to review it because apparently some of these channels are really swearing up and down by it. So yeah, I just want to see if I could just do a simple idle cycle. Oh yeah, like I was saying before, for those of you who don't know what an idle cycle is basically your character doing nothing, standing in the middle of the road. You know, you're not hitting the controllers, you're not waddling your sticks, and they're just breathing. They're just like what we call a keep alive. That's all. And sometimes these keep alives or idle cycles can be anywhere between 30 minutes to 40 minutes to an hour. I'll give you a perfect example. So here's some garbage that I whipped out together on ChatGPT. We're going to have fun with this a little bit. But here's a perfect example. Here's an idle cycle. So yeah, let me switch this over here. Cool. Yes, this is a simple idle cycle. This is something I did at Blender. Probably just took me like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whatnot. This is like kind of when I was starting to learn Blender. And yeah, it's just a guy breathing, settling. This is like what you would do in a video game in order to keep your character alive from feeling too dead. And this is basically it. He's just enhanced squatting up and down, doing your thing, simple stuff, in order to keep it alive. But as you can see, there's overlap, there's weight, you know. It's not the perfect animation, mind you, but it's something that just keeps it alive, you know, keeps it looking good. So, but anyway, I found this channel. I ran across this guy's channel, and boy, howdy, did he have some hook, line, and sinkers to get you into watching this stuff. Let's take a look at it really quickly. So this is Dev Dude. Check it out. One Dude, development in Unreal, AI, 3D, and so on. Just your average Joe. Take a look at his videos. Got about 8,778K subscribers, man. 8,000 faithfuls there. 8,000 AI faithfuls. Not even, but 64 videos. Take a look at them. Oh, yeah. Dude, like this is, I think this is the thumbnail that got me. AI image sprites, you know, like we kind of like looking at all his videos. I'm wondering like when he crossed over. Okay, all right, this is cool. He's got like some mine simulation in Unreal 3 years ago. Okay, they were doing okay. Uh-oh, this is getting good. Oh, he's starting to turn AI art in 3D. But anyway, yeah, I looked up and this is what caught my eye because, you know, you know how you're just like doing your own shit and then you're like talking about whatever, talking about dog toys, talking about, you know, the bar, talking about like going out to the beach or whatever, you know, talking about AI. ChatGPT was probably listening to me and then started talking to YouTube and said, "Hey, man, Brad's talking about AI again. You might want to throw him a couple of videos." So in perfect YouTube fashion, it did that throughout this. And I think this one caught my eye. It says, "I made a Street Fighter game in 4 hours with AI. Complete tutorial. 42K views. That's a lot."
The workflow. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to find a reference image.
So yeah, typical AI starting behavior. This is what caught my eye though. So he's actually pitching this kind of stuff. So like, here's a cool pixel art character. Here's like an idle cycle that's happening. And I was like, okay, this got my eyes lighting up. It's like, okay, because I do fighting game animations. And he's like, hey, look, image generation. Now this site, and I'm gonna jump on it to a second. This is called, what is it called? Sorcerer's Art. What's up, Avik? Hello, how you doing? This is called Sorcerer Art. And check this shit out. Like, this is what he's proposing. So a sorceress, it's got like all these different type of brand AI manufacturers. So like Nano Banana is really popular. I know that one. Flux, I don't know what that shit is. Sea Dream sounds like a dream. Nano Banana Pro, Nano Banana 2, and then GPT Image 1.5. Like all these different models. It's like a fast food chain. Like you want a burger, choose. You know, Wendy's, Burger King, Checkers. Nobody knows what that fuck it is. McDonald's, take your pick, have it your way. But anyway, this is what caught my eye. Like as he starts explaining this, now he's showing animation. So like you could do a kick, cool. And then you could make like sprite sheets and you could do like smooth animated movement. And you could actually plug into the video game stuff. So before jumping into, the game engine stuff, I just only care about the animation, guys, because I'm an animator. And I can already tell you, looking at these animations, it goes without saying that they don't look good. I mean, they're moving, which is fine, and they're kicking, but the weight's off. Things are looking mechanical. And so here's an idle cycle, and I was like, okay, let's just try something simple. I almost want to put this to the test to see if what he's selling can actually be produced.
Stance. We've got a strong right attack. We've got a
kind of like a light right
attack, and we've also
kind of the same speed.
Got a block, and I've added
block's not bad.
Jump. Now, just to share the prompts with you, I've said the character crunches his knees into his chest in a jump facing right with no visual effects.
So that's a pretty simple prompt right there. You know, like straight up, character crunches the knees into his chest, jumping straight up with no effects. That seems pretty fucking easy, right? So I don't know, guys. I think this guy's selling this pretty hard.
So I specified the orientation the character was facing.
Just give me Vanilla Ice.
And how he was going to jump to create that sort of quick jump.
Just make sure he's jumping within this space of 9x16. He can't go any further, right? So that's a limitation, right?
Animation that's going to.
So I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is looking pretty convincing to me. So like, you could just make a lot of this stuff.
Entire job of all 8 animations. Each one's going to go through. It's going to take a few minutes to process.
Few minutes to process all 8 animations so he can make a spreadsheet, which is insane, right? So like he's got a huge prop sheet. Obviously, you know, like good inbred AI art, it's always pulled from something, right? So I took the liberty of making my own character. Let me show you guys what I did real quick. We're gonna put this to the test because I actually bought into this software, and all I want to do is just make what he's selling. I just want to make an idle cycle to see if it's even possible, right? So check this out. This is my stuff, right? So like all good AI that starts, I started mine with other AI images. I just said, hey, you know, give me a soldier. AI whipped out this. That's fine. And then I saw this guy on Twitter. He's like a big AI enthusiast. Let me see if I could find him really quickly. Yeah, I want to give him a shout out. He's on a roll to gain what is it, like 60 bajillion followers or something like that. Yeah, this guy Inks. Yeah. AI designer, co-founder, curator, AI rhythms. I'm talking like the future. The future's here, man. We've got AI museums now, man. It's crazy. It's all being made within seconds and totally cooking the rest of us. He's making video games, which is cool. All these likes. Check this out. 60K followers. Let's go. Thank you for the support that I just generated in a prompt. So, like all good AI, I just took it. I was like, okay, nice AI image. Let me take it and then inbred it in with my other AI. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to have a problem with this, given the fact that it's all being taken from other sources. But anyway, yeah. So check this out. ChatGPT, it makes images for you, and it takes significantly longer, but you really got to force feed it exactly what you want. Hi, Wenda. What's up? So basically, these two images, bang, bang, and I just said, turn the second one to the right one, turn the second image into the right one. Keep the colors, keep the second image, keep the costume, keep the clothes. And not bad. It actually did what I wanted it to do. Like it showed like, here's the style, here's the art into that first image. So here's a cousin inbred ChatGPT image on top of image. This is all AI, by the way. So looking at it, I'm like, shit, if I didn't tell you it was AI, I'd probably actually fucking believe you did it. But now that I know you have it, now I'm going to crucify you, right? Isn't that how we do it nowadays, gang? But anyway, ChatGPT, I pushed it a little bit further. I said to myself, okay, I want this. Oh, actually, before I even talk about that, I said, okay, since I've got this and since I'm buying into the software, let me actually find the software really quickly. I was like, all right, let's get this sorceress thing a chance, right? Let's go onto this and see if I could actually make this kind of fighting animation that he's selling, right? Like a punch, a kick, like a back, like these movements look pretty okay. Like I'm willing to bite. So just looking at it, oh yeah, by the way too, like a good salesman too. He definitely knows how to catch you right in the beginning.
Game using a lot of AI tools, AI coding agents with AI image and
wow, look at that character. I'm telling you, man.
Video, music, sound effects generation, a lot of workflows that will make this possible and doable.
Trust me, nobody's listening to what you're saying.
I actually built this in about a half a day's time. It doesn't have everything like special powers and everything like that, but it has.
So you can clearly see all the flaws that are happening with this animation. There's like very smooth transitions. The characters are punching behind. There's no reactions. There's just a bunch of like rotations. There's like nothing that's really being shown as far as weight or impact or anything. It's just like traditional AI movement that's being transitioned through prompts. So, hey, don't want to shit on it. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm an animator. I see these things. It just only gives you what AI wants to give you, right? But anyway, yeah, just simple stuff. Let me go to the website. Let me find it really quickly because I pulled it up. Let's see. Is it up through here? Let me find it. I hope I got my, there we go. There we go. All right, cool, guys. So check it out. I bought into this and I told it, I said, okay, first prompt. And this is the cool thing too about this. Like when you do one of these, by the way, we all know this. You know this. I know this too. Whenever you guys jump onto an AI site or a generative AI site, it just gives you the comfort of welcoming you in. Like, hey, guy, welcome in. Hey, you want to make the future? We've got anything that you need. It's amazing. It's going to make the best animation, the best movies. It's going to cook Hollywood. This is the future, old man. So anyway, you're like, cool, where do I begin? And like all good software, you want to start drawing, you want to start prompting. So I started typing. And then, as you hit generate, you're greeted with your heavenly prompt of deposit money. You want to generate this? Please sign up for our series. And then it's like, hey, you want to do this? Upgrade to our pro version. Here's our standard monthly fee, right? But with this one, did the same thing. I basically took my image, put it in, gave it a simple prompt. And this is what I put. in there. I said, create a, okay, so here's the other thing too. Just because I didn't want to have a dumbed down version of what I wanted it to animate, I asked ChatGPT, I said, listen, I'm trying to make a animated cycle using this image. Please give me the correct prompt using this website to give me a nice idle cycle that cycles all the way back. You know, you really got to baby it on the way through. But anyway, to do this, guys, so you don't have to, again, I'm doing this so you guys don't have to. These sites are basically give me money and we'll give you credits. So look at this, top up credits right here. This is kind of the currency. So $20 for 2,000 credits. I spent a whopping $10 to get 1,000 credits to start off. Thank goodness for PayPal, right? And basically what this is providing is if you want to generate anything using Grok, using Wand, whatever the fuck that is. C-Dance is pretty popular. I heard of that one. Kling, I think I had an instructor named Miss Kling once, or Kling Turbo Pro. They all come with credits. So Grok is 16, Wand is 20, C-Dance is 20. And as you see, the credits are building up already, like generating one or another, and they're already building up credits. So I've already burnt through over 160 credits, and I want to show you the results of this shit. I want to show you what I'm actually getting for my buck. And this is kind of where I feel the problem is with these AI generators. So let's go to the first one. So here's the first idle cycle. I think it used, what was it, Grok? Yeah, Grok, the shit that's on Twitter nowadays. So here's the prompt. And then oddly enough, the more you write, the more you can't see it. So right off the bat, that's kind of a little odd. But anyway, let me put it on a notepad so you guys can see it better. There we go. Paste it through here. Create a, okay, so this is what ChatGPT gave me, right? So let's all put our thinking caps on. Create a seamless fighting game idle animation loop from this character. The character remains planted in place, no movement across the ground. Subtle idle movement only, gentle breathing, chest and shoulders, slide up and down torso motion, small weight shift from hips, very slight arm and wrist tension, minimal cloth movement. Sword stays stable in a position, only minor natural motions. Guys, let me tell you something. I've given animation notes before on progress of animation and how to like polish animation, how to put animation together. I don't think I've ever given animation notes on how to start everything from beginning to end. So all this shit is very, very specific. But that's okay. That's why we got AI to actually give us the notes that we can to prompt other AIs to do this shit for us, right? Preserve and extract the character design, costume proportions, sketchy render style. So keep the design, keep a rough line of the work, muted tones. Animation must loop. Okay, so this is the big one, right? Animation must loop seamlessly with the matching start and end frames. Cool? So I put that in the post, and this is what happened. This is what we got. Okay, so not bad start. Okay, at first I was like, all right, well, at least it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But now that we're looking at it from an animation standpoint, guys, you're basically looking at it from an art standpoint point of view. And since today, everybody's just like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to be good enough. So anyway, this putting together, I could just have a lot of critiques for this. First of all, the animation's very back and forth. It's up and down. There's no offset. He doesn't feel like he's breathing. He feels like he's just pushing up and down. So again, guys, this is the animation critique point, right? The sword and the arm, they both feel the same. The sword doesn't feel heavy. The sword doesn't rotate. It stays pretty flat. Typical puppet tool, right? Like, so I can put this in a 3D software spline or 2D software spline and then saying like, hey, move this up and down. So it looks very puppetry. Now, don't get me wrong. It's still maintaining the style, which is cool. Like all the hairs, it has a 3D look to it. But if I were to put this into an idle cycle, you know, I need to make adjustments after this. I can't just rely off this one prompt. But anyway, small other minor details too. need like a little bit of breathing on the nose, chest expansion. There's not really anything happening with the core, and even fist and finger motions and stuff like that too. Like I think there needs to be a little bit more life in the fingers. But when you're using this, you can't really refresh this. Like you can't really take this prompt and say like, okay, cool start. Can you just do all this stuff and tweak it a little bit more? No, in order to do that, you got to actually deposit more credits. So there's a little thing that's called refresh, re-roll, regenerate with the same settings. You can do that. If you accidentally do that, you actually lose credits. So I did it again with a more expensive software, right? So this is Grok. I was like, okay, cool. So let's try a little bit more expensive software, right? So this is C-Dance. This is that sexy one, right? Everybody's ranting about C-Dance 1.5 Pro, 18 credits, a little bit more higher, right? Same prompt, okay? Give it the same prompt. Let's take a look at it. Same thing, no change to it. Just want to show it to you guys. This is fun. Yep, same thing. Keep a rough outline, keep the pattern, blah, 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 blah. All good. But anyway, this is what C-Dance generated for me. I mean, hey, like pretty cool. Not quite the idle I'm looking for because it's looking straight at the camera, you know, and it's not cycling. It's not going back. You're not, you know, not cycling, not starting from the top. You know, like it's basically just saying, "Hey, I told you just stay in your idle cycle. You know, just keep breathing." But you know, it's got a little bit more secondary motion, which is cool. Feeling a little bit more heavier, but it's looking directly at me and breathing. And it's like, okay, so if I got this animation, I really can't use it for a game asset. Now, what I can use this probably for a game asset is maybe like, I don't know, like a cutscene, like when the character stops and you start talking with somebody, like maybe you can cut the half part up, like you can cut it half and then just have it like jibber jatter and talk, slow it down. But yeah, it's not looping, it's not cycling. So I thought that was kind of odd. But anyway, this one caught same prompt, different AI, different AI generator, but very different than what we're getting from here, and not exactly what I asked it to do too. So yeah, that was the first time I was like, okay, something's up. Something's up with this software. So, you know, I mean, again, guys, I only pay $10, and $10 of my own fucking money, by the way. So you don't have to. So anyway, they have an image to generation, and I actually deleted them too. I'll show you what this one does later. But so now when I really started getting into like, all right, let me see if I can actually try to make a game asset out of this, but just using, you know, like using what I've already established and what I've already built. So again, you know, just starting off with this is about like 10, 20 minutes, but I'm basically just trying to get this, guys, straight up. This is something I animated. I'm like, I just want this. Just give me something simple, something that loops, something that feels great. I almost want a motion to motion video. I don't know if that AI exists. I've already asked several AI guys, which they promised me is going to happen in the future because it always does. And basically, I just wanted something simple that I could actually use as an asset. Because, guys, every time I tell this software to do something, it's eating up my credits, you know? It's like I'm gambling, so to speak. You know, I'm just like pissing away my points with this tool to give it something that absolutely needs to do exactly what I need to do, right? But anyway, not shitting on it yet. I'm just telling you what's happening. So anyway, I don't like this idle cycle pose because obviously this is what AI already generated for me. Again, character looks cool. So I'm like, hey, make this match this pose, right? Straight up, back and forth. Put the screen left image to the screen right pose. It did, but it fucked up the blade. So again, right, I'm not shitting on ChatGPT. It's just you really have to push it and baby it along. But this is the thing. Like, I have subscription for ChatGPT, but you see how many times I have to actually prompt it to get it exactly what I need to do? Make sure the sword's following the yellow line, drawing in the back of the hand. Okay, this is with me re-editing it. I said, flip the sword around if it stabbed him in his knee. So then I actually drew it. I said, hey, look, see this drawing that I did? Make the sword match that. So make the sword match that. Video to video exists. Omni reference in C-Dance too. Oh, okay, I'll take a look at that then, if that's the case. So it gave me an error and I said, do it again. And then it gave me this. I said, okay, fine, close enough, right? So this is where it gets really silly as shit, okay? Now that I got my idle pose, I'm thinking, okay, suppose if I wanted to make a video game and I just start out with this, right? I'm like, okay, here's a good stance for an idle pose. Now let's make it breathe. Let's make it move, right? So I throw it in, and then this is where it gets fucking nuts, okay? First one, Grok Imagine. Okay, Grok Imagine. I say, here's the prompt, okay? It's pretty much the same with just a few subtleties. Character follows a control idle motion sequence. Okay, so this is where I started to put my reference in, and I said strong stance, slightly upward chest expansion, subtle down relaxation, returning to original pose. Motion must feel like a looped animation cycle with consistent timing. Character does not move from the position. Subtle motion, only small breathing in the chest and the shoulders. Blah, 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 blah. Keep strong, readable. Camera's completely static. Looping, start with the background, changing it to a green screen. So I don't know anything about the green screen, but anyway, this is what happened, right? So in the beginning, it shot to a green screen. So that's on me. That's my bad because I didn't say, hey, I didn't put this in a green screen. But guys, look at this idle cycle. Okay, this is what it gave me. All right. So this is typical AI behavior, but from an animation standpoint, this is terrible. You know, like first off, he's twitching his chest in the beginning. He's rotating up and down through his core. He has no bend in his spine. Like, this is what we call IK joints when we're holding onto weapons. The wrist is rotating, but the arm is not going up. It's just attached to the torso. Like, this is unusable when it comes to an idle cycle. And this shit cost me 20 credits, guys. Come on. I feel like I need to call my mom, man. I feel like I just like gave my social security number away. Most of the time it uses ChatGPT. The first version is actually the best and end up retrying 20 times to get tiny improvements. I know, right? I started noticing that too, Miguel. So anyway, great start, right? So I was like, all right, maybe I need to tweak my prompt. Maybe I need to work on my language a little bit, you know? So here's the second one. And I was very proficient. I was like, okay, let's take it a step up, right? Grok's probably tired because it's working overtime on Twitter. So I was like, let's do C-Dance. Let's do that 2.0, 1.5 Pro. Same prompt, and it must cycle. So this is what it gave me. So now it's not, I think I even put like, talk about it, like make it like a fighting game. You know, let me see what the prompt I put for it. Oh boy. Follows down. Motion must feel like it's a looped animation with consistent timing. Okay, so I said looped animation. It's not looping. Character does not move from his position. Loop must return to exact starting pose. Camera's completely static, but I said it twice this time. Motion needs to loop, needs to start from the exact starting point. And trust me, guys, this is 5 seconds. If you notice on this when you're generating stuff, look at this. Duration, seconds, 2 seconds. When I go up, look at my credits. Like, if I want a 5-second animation, I'm using almost 100 credits. This is 89 credits, which is crazy. So, of course, I'm trying to keep it 2 seconds, but yet it still gives me 5 seconds, which is nuts. So now, guys, you know, the self-proclaimed, what was it? Yeah, animate 2D characters at Animation in Your Game spreadsheet. Game ready in minutes. Animate sprites in minutes. Look at all these animations that you get. I'm about an hour into this right now. and I'm trying to get it to actually cycle and do what it needs to be doing. So anyway, yeah, my guy's a little tired now. I guess this would make a good fidget cycle. Like, okay, he's tired. He's really exhausted. This is actually how I'm looking during this part of the process. Like I'm really starting to get that scowl. But anyway, the sword's a little heavy. I'll give it that. But if he's trying to put his fist on his hips, it's not connecting. It's just an awkward thing to be doing when I just said, I just want an idle cycle. This isn't an idle cycle. This is him doing a fidget performance. So like if it was him taking a break in between an idle, yeah, I'd say maybe this could work. But I have to regenerate it if I want to fix a couple things. Like if I want to open up the hand a little bit more, if I want to give the sword a little bit more weight, or if I want to have him shift a little bit more, because him going up and down from an animation standpoint point of view feels pretty static. But I got to push another 20 credits just to get that. So anyway, this is where it gets crazy. So now I go to Juan 2.7. This is 20 credits, so probably right up there with C Dance, right, guys? So now, okay. So now I'm like, all right, let me try it with 2 prompts, okay? Copy the prompt, use the prompt. And I think it's pretty much the same thing. And I add, so like, I'm getting kind of frustrated with the software already because, guys, if you know me, like, I'm not a patient guy. And when I pay money to use a fucking tool, like, I want to see results, or if there are bugs, I will figure it out. But I want to make sure that my purchase is actually giving me something in return. And all I'm seeing is my credits that are needing to be spent to use this tool go down the toilet as they're not getting me the results that I want. And again, guys, it's just a simple fucking assignment. Make an idle cycle that goes all the way around, keeps them breathing, keeps them looking natural. First time was okay, and then it just slowly starts going hill down here. But anyway, now I start putting a human aspect into it, right? I don't rely on ChatGPT to give me a prompt anymore. So this is where I start saying, okay, I should have put motherfucker. Character animation idle video for a video game. He just needs to breathe. I want it to loop back to the starting frame so the cycle is clear. He should stay in place, not move. Okay, and watch this part. I'm gonna keep producing this stuff, but I'm gonna start taking away. I started to get suspicious, okay, and then I started reading the comments, okay, like I wonder if everybody's even using this, or like all AI artists, people just shower them with kisses and hugs, and oh my God, look at her boobs and her big thick ass, and this is art, and I'm not buying it, but this is so impressive. You should work at Pixar, dude. I'm thinking that's what's happening in the comments, which usually happens, right? But to my surprise, obviously to my surprise, some of these guys were actually calling this guy out. Let me see. 49 forever one-time payment sweet. Can I find a BG removal and a sprite analyzer? And of course he responds. But this one got me. So I went back to the fighting one because we're trying to make a fighting game, guys, right? I just want to make this. He's showing us, like, look at all these moves you could make. Look at these generations with this just simple prop of character crunches to his knees in the chest. Okay, cool. Not the perfect animation, but at least it's doing what I asked him to do, right? But anyway, I'm going to the comments, and watch this. This gets interesting. By the way, I also left a giant comment. Maybe he deleted it, maybe not. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are skeptical. A lot of people are saying this is garbage. A lot of people, but I was looking for the ones that were like, "Hey, look, I tried this and this isn't happening." Maybe it's another video. Let me. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Is it this one? Yeah, he's like, "I made a Contra game in minutes." Let me see. Let me give me a second, guys. Let me find it. I know I was ranting on one of these videos. As expected, went from a lifetime fee credit system like everyone else out there. Now, where was the one where he was giving advice? I think it was this one. It's this one, is it? Okay, my battery's. Oh, yeah, this is it. Yeah, I left a giant comment on here too because I wanted to ask him a genuine question. let's see. Okay, so check this out. This is where it got really, really interesting. Sorry, my my camera went out. Let me change my camera really quick, gang. Okay, there I am. Cool. All right. I'm allergic to AI artists. I know, right? That's when I started sneezing when I started this video. And all right, cool. Let me actually go. Sorry, my camera's all crooked right now. This. If the AI is listening, let me know what good, dependable webcam I can buy since this one's 5 years older. All right, we're back up. All right, guys, I should be good to go. All right, cool, we're back up. All right, cool. So check this out. Get this. This is where it gets very interesting. I'm gonna put this in full screen. So I was trying to look to see if anybody was trying it and had any kind of like, rebound. It said, sorry, I'm being a negative Nancy. I just feel like you're fully transparent in your video about the costs. Obviously I know the cost, I don't care. But this last one really caught my attention. He says, yikes, burnt 100 credits already and still can't get a walking animation right, despite different prompting styles and just one character. Not cool. So I was like, okay, here's some transparency. So he responded, I don't remember correctly making great animations, but when using posing tools, but okay, some other guy had another recommendation for him, but then he responded. He says, walling in place usually works for me. Just also added C Dance 2 and WAN 2.7. Very good for new gen models that actually probably beat grok now, whatever the fuck beat means. It probably meant beat grok now. So not only did he say, oh, try this, it works for me, but I also added 2 more fucking prompts that are better than the one that I showed you in this video. And guy goes, well, damn, 2.7 is a game changer, 1 generational account, must cost more than grok credits, but it saves more repeated generation from grok. So with that, guys, I said, okay, well, I'm going to be sure to add that into this next one. So get this, guys, take a look at this. All right. And this is where it gets nutty. I wanted to loop back to the starting frame so the cycle is clear. All right. So this is animation talk, guys. Like when you do a cycle, it has to cycle. Like it can't just go up, down, stop, and then repeat. It has to blend naturally. Like it has to smoothly go back and forth. And obviously, I haven't seen AI do this quite yet, but I was curious because it's like, okay, I'm not asking for perfect cycles. I just want it to do what I'm fucking asking it to do. That's it at this point. It's like he should stay in place and not move around. Wailing in place. Okay, I added what he told us to add. Keep the face still. Don't move his mouth or his nose. An eye blink is okay. Keep him facing forward. Okay, this is Brad. This is a human prompt. Okay, and this is what I fucking got. What the fuck? What part of he's not supposed to be moving and he's supposed to be cycling from the first frame did it not understand? So after I got that, I was like, okay, and check this out, guys. WAN, the one he recommended, WAN 2.7, put that in the prop. This shit costed me 20 credits. I burnt 20 credits on that. So now I try to get, so this is where I discovered the refresh button, re-roll, generate the settings, okay? And then I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I can do this and just like have it say, hey, try again. You fucked up, try it again. So when I did it, it used another 20 credits. And guess what? Same shit. It gave me the same results, bro. And now it's got a little like the legs don't move at the same time, but he's actually standing up this time, but he's still not cycling, which is fucking crazy, guys. 68 credits. But anyway, so that's as far as I got right now. So here's the thing, guys. I paid a lot of money. I got 800 credits. I'm willing to keep biting the bullet and trying new prompts to see if we can't nail this thing. Because at first I was being sold I could do this at minutes, and it's been 2 hours now, and I'm starting to lose my cool. You know, my cam's really delayed from my voice. Oh, which one is it? From YouTube? Okay, let me try this real quick. I promise I'm not AI, guys. That's when you know. That's when you know. You know, like when shit like is purposely bad. You know, when shit's purposely bad, and there's no explanation for it. You know, that's when it's AI. But when I see a problem, I try to fix it. Like my camera, if my shit's delayed, you know, like I try to fix it. Looks perfect. Can't say it does not cycle. I know, right? It does. So, you know, let's try it again, guys. I still got a lot of credits, but I want to try to nail this. I just want to get a simple cycle. So let's see, like going to 32, 33. And they got all these other cool things that apparently you can use when creating sprite sheets, but I got to upgrade. I got to upgrade to Pro. And boy, howdy, does this guy, I'm assuming this guy made this site, but does he know how to promote himself all over his tools that I can't use? I mean, he's already got the gazongas out, you know, so he's got the eye candy to get you to click on his video. But yeah, man, like just for like a simple cycle. So here's what was interesting. So you could generate images. So I was trying to get a little crafty. Is there a start and end frame option on this site? Yes, there is. I was just about to talk about that. This is where it gets interesting because the image part is basically saying, hey, let me just make a couple frames. So like, I'll just give you guys an example, and I want to do this with a higher credit. Let's do, what's the most expensive? Let's do Nano Banana 2. That's fine. We'll do aspect ratio 16:19, and we'll do, let's see, I want to use my sword guy, right? Let's just keep using our sword guy. And if not, we'll just be like, look, just fucking generate something, you know? So let's do this one really quick. Yeah, let's put this image in here. Sweet. Yeah, and with that, so let's just say, okay, give me 4 frames of animation of this guy standing and doing or standing and breathing in an idle pose. Let's just keep it stupid and simple. 9 credits. Generate 1 image. No, we want multiple images. Let's do 2. And let's do Nanobot, let's do Nano Pro, I guess, and then let's do Flux Pro, I guess. I don't have any clue what any of these are, but they're just image models. Oh, actually, let's turn that off because I'm getting like really high fucking credits. 54 credits. Let's see what it gives you. Hey, generate me Mario. They generate Jack Black. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go back to the video one because here's the thing, chat. I tried doing this earlier and I gave it, I just gave it a prompt. I said, hey, make me 3 keyframes that match this. So I tried to cheat it a little bit. I said, I took still shots of this animation. And mind you, this animation that it did is very subtle, right? But I gave it 4 keyframes. I just said, hey, this, this, and this. Like there's some subtleties in the middle, but this one's definitely a little bit different. And I just said, hey, match these 4 frames to my character on these. So I'm actually giving it the pose. I'm saying, match this, right? And this is what happened, okay? So I put them all together. These are the poses that came out of this. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. There's like no difference. There's like a little subtle movement there, but there's no difference. So I try to be smart with image, but the image didn't post it as well as I'd like it to. Okay, so here's what we got. Here's our results. Okay, so it's actually got framing now, right? Peak, starting, inhale, exhale. Cool. But there's a problem. The sword cut off the frames. Okay, so I fucking can't use this. The hilt and the sword cut off the frames. That's no good. All right, here's some more that's over here. Looks like there's a bit of difference through there, which is fine. This is probably a little bit better because they're a little bit stretched out. I'm curious as to, okay, great. Here's the prompt. I can download it, but also I want to, here's another one too as well. I can't use this because he's not facing to the right. He's looking off to the, this is like him in his idle pose. And there's one frame of him closing and exhaling too, through here too as well. So that's no good either. I'm curious to see, let me see if I could actually cut this. Send to, let's see, video gen. Yeah, send to the sliding feet. Okay, so I can't send to video gen because I haven't upgraded it yet. So I need to pay more money in order to send it from one general thing to another one. I test my props on AI sites and offer free daily credits so I don't burn money. It's probably the best way to do it. I should have just been like, hey, let me test this, but I don't think this one had any testing abilities to it. Let me try this. You know what? Since this image one, it was pretty dumb. Like, give me 4, like, let me keep it stupid simple, right? And just see if this even works. Because I'm dead determined. Like, I just want a nice, steady cycle from this guy. Let's see. All right, so let's do this one again. And let's just keep it simple. Give me an animation of this guy standing and breathing in an idle pose. Let's just keep it. This is like as dumb simple as it can be. What should we use, guys? Sea Dance, WAN, Kling. Which one is the most expensive? Kling 2.5 Turbo Pro. Jesus, it sounds like a fighting game on Dreamcast. At this point, draw a stickman and it might get the job done for real. Like, the only thing I'm just trying to debate with this guy is selling me this through his video. And mind you, this guy probably made this website, yeah? So he's got unlimited credits, like, or he's got 30,000 credits. So, but the stuff that he's doing right now doesn't look, I mean, all that bad. It's just, I want it to be simple when I'm using it. It's like, okay, great. I love the movement. So why can't I get exactly what I'm asking for? Let's try, I'm just like, so I got 784. Let's just try Kling, see what that gives us. AI is very inconsistent. I know, right? That's what I'm thinking. I think it feels like a gamble. It feels like a crapshoot, guys. It's like you're buying and purchasing credits. I'm playing blackjack, for crying out loud. Generation failed. Prediction input, validation. Oh God, I hope I didn't lose my credits for that. Unexpected field scale, remove. Okay, well that didn't work. Let me refresh. All right, let's do the same prompt. Let's try something different. Let's see. Let's actually rip off one of the things that it built for me. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get smart with this. I'll snip this. Got to do a little editing here. Let's see. Get that pen. Get the pen out the way. There we go. New breathe pose. Let's see. Current project. AI shot. New pose. All right. Just with a little background color. No big deal, right? Right, gang? All right. Let's find our new guy, new pose. Let's just keep it simple. All right. Oh, okay. Give me an idle and a breathing cycle of this guy breathing and staying in place. Let's see what happens. It's like I'm so nervous every time I click on this thing. Generate. Again, guys, like, when did I start this stream? About 30 minutes ago. Okay, generation failed. Prediction input failed. Details, body input scale. Okay, so we failed again. Maybe it's the cling. Okay. Or at least we didn't lose our credits. At least this thing is giving us a break, right? Let's try C dance. See if it's just the generator. Actually, we should just do a bunch of them. Why am I waiting on one? WAN 2.0, Grok image. Yeah, let's do that. Let's uncheck this and generate 2 more. I'll bite. We'll wait for those to cook. I'm almost curious if, like, maybe I could just text something. But that's the problem, guys, because it's like, why would I want AI to give me a character to put in a game that I'm trying to build? This is like AI's building, these AI tools are working for the next generation of game developers. Why am I subjective just to use a character that AI is giving me? You want to use your own character, right? Why even use AI in the first place, though? I mean, well, that's what we're trying to decide. Like, here's the thing, guys. I'm an animator. I don't use AI at all. This is actually the first stream where it got me curious, and I'm trying to do this in order to show you guys that this isn't the most proficient way to get an animation cycle that you can do faster by doing on your own instead of having a computer do it for you, right? You know? So I'm with you, Indestron. I'm with you there. But it's like, this guy's video promised me I can get short looping animations in minutes. Look at this. Look at this great stuff. This is what I want. So I was like, you know what? I never bit at these things, but it's like, bro, like, you're selling me this. And obviously you're selling me this hot freaking chick, you know, with double D's in a fighting game. So you got our attentions, but I want these animations, you know? I want to make a game. I want to make hot waifu fighters too. So help me, right? All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. We got something. Oh, dude, but the camera's moving in. And it's not cycling. Shit. Okay, well, I mean, okay. What was this? C Dance 1.4? 1.5, okay, cool. All right, so looks like we got to put back on the prompt. Steady camera. You know, I lost 20 credits on this. Okay. What's this one? Oh shit. He's talking. He's speaking language, and we got language on the side too as well. And my little, oh no, guys, my little ink blot that I used to hide the crop, they turned it into a flame. Give me a breathing cycle of breathing and staying in place. He's yelling and talking. Can't use that. And this one is him vaping. Oh, shit. It's vaping. All right. I feel like I got to go back to ChatGPT to specifically give me what I'm fucking asking for. All right. So how much was that, guys? What was it? Broke 16 credits. WAN 14 credits. Okay. So that's your shot in the barrel basic bitch prompt. that apparently this guy is telling you can work.
What it does is it quickly extracts all of the frames from your video.
But it can't do it when I do it, right? Damn, man. I'm kind of disappointed into you, dev guy. Dev dude. By the way, this is his channel. This is what kind of happens. Like we see AI image and anime sprites, game ready in minutes. Now with Corridor. Woo! I made a Street Fighter game in 4 hours with AI, complete tutorial.
Green screen.
So great. I mean, we're not getting into the game dev. I'm just trying to get a fucking cycle. That's all I want. He's got a whole library of these jumps, right? So it's like, how do I get this? How do I just get a simple character doing that? Oil, vinegar, and something sinister. I know. I think this is the snake oil, guys. I think we're running into the snake oil here, but I'm not ready to give up. You know, I'm not ready to give up just quite yet. There goes my camera. There goes my camera. Let me actually put, let me go put my battery. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
So that was
yeah. All right. How many more? Okay, we got 737 credits left. We still haven't got a proper cycle. All right. Let's go back to our friend ChatGPT. See if they could help us out. All right. So check this out, guys. I'm gonna just copy the link and post it into ChatGPT. This is kind of how you like force ChatGPT to tell you, hey man, okay. So I'm down, like I'm gonna be real with ChatGPT. I'm down 200, like I'm down almost 300 credits. Haven't got a cycle, a normal breathing cycle for my video game. I need a prompt from AI to help me get a decent prop. Let's just say like a decent cycle for a video game extraction, you know, like video game extraction, right? See what it says. Yeah, I get why you're frustrated, man. Burning 300 credits without even a usable idle breathe is brutal, dog. Here's the reality, man. It's not built like a precise animation set. It's more like generative vibe, not a clean, loopable, game-ready idle. Like, okay, got it. Why does this guy in the video have that too? You know, so you have to force it with strict prompting. Okay, use this as your base. After that, mix in this style of, I don't know why my ChatGPT talks like an 80s surfer. Okay, neutral, facing forward, very subtle, chest expansion, no camera lock camera, center character, blah, blah. You see, same shit as before, right? He gave me the same thing that I did. Stylized warrior, similarly realistic, strong anatomy, concept art style. Add this to the mix of the core. So let me try this, guys. Let's try mixing it up now, because I'm just, at this point, I'm just crap shooting. So instead of an image, let me just give it a text. See what happens. Neutral idle breathing, right. Cool. Let's see if like AI can actually do what it needs to do when I'm not saying, hey, do this for this design. Because like, if we're thinking about it, this is what caught my eye today. I was like, wow, this actually might be what, you know, the future has in store. Like AI could be getting to the point where, you know, we're actually implementing this into our game development process, right? It could be like, I don't think it's going to replace everything where you just hit a button or prompt your way through to make a game, but it could possibly say like, hey, give me a starting point. Give me something I can work off of. Give me something that's not just like, I'm having to fight to get a result before I go in to polish it. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. So this is why my social experiment is going on right now. I'm being sold, you could do this in minutes on YouTube by Dev Dude, right? I'm going to plug his channel again real quick. Plug his channel and his 64 videos of AI is simple and his 8.7 aka followers, you know, the AI faithful bros that are like just like drinking the honey out of all these hot waifu sprites, you know. So let's just see if this will work, you know. Because I paid money for this shit. Paid hard cash for this shit, dude. Maybe I want to do a deal with Sort. Maybe I want to do a deal with Dev Dude. You know, maybe I actually want to do a deal with him and say, like, hey, maybe this could be implemented into the pipeline. All right. Where's my warrior prompt? Stylized warrior, similar realistic art style. Let's just see what AI comes up with. Again, I don't give a shit at this point what it wants. I just want a proper cycle. Let's do Grok. Let's do, oh yeah, and by the way, let's delete it. We don't need these anymore. Can't do that. Can't do this one, can't do that one either. Yeah, can't do that one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Grok. Let's do Sea Dance, the 36 one. WAN 22. Oh my God, number of frames. Oh, this goes by frames. And check this out, guys. See the frames that go up to as well? Oh, is the seconds? Okay, okay. Interesting that I kept thinking like the more frames you get, the higher the credits. Oh yeah, this one goes, okay, so Sea Dance doesn't, but Grok does. Yeah, like if I wanted to make like 15 seconds, man, I'm paying like 143, which is crazy. All right, so let's do that. Let's do Cling. Let's see what happens. Again, guys, I've been animating for too long. All I want is just a fucking cycle. That's it. It's like I could care less. I can care less what it gives me at this point. I just want something that actually cycles properly. So this is ChatGPT giving me a straight up forcible what I need AI prompt in Sorceress. And I'm already down like 200 credits, or actually 300 credits. Please give me something good. I was going to animate tonight, guys, but I don't know. I just felt very bitter that I gave my money. I felt dirty. You know, I felt dirty that I actually gave my money to try something that I was pitched can actually work well for game development. So I think Dev Dude, I think you got a lot of bugs to work out. I think for me, it's just the fact that you're having to like crapshoot with your credits. Okay, here's the first one. Wait a second. Did it just use the same? Wait, I thought it was going to make its own. Okay, well, at least it's cycling. Oh, no, it's not cycling. Shit. I wonder just because 2 seconds or 3 seconds, this is probably the closest I've ever got to something looking okay. Or at least giving me something that I want. Yeah, like out of everything, this is like probably the closest I can get to something decent enough to be okay. But yeah, it doesn't mean it's without its flaws. Like if I were to put this in the game development, I wouldn't be happy or content with this. I'd be like, I need this in pixel form in order to modify it. You know, like there's like no stretching in the band. The legs are absolutely dead. This one shoulder comes up way too high. It's distracting. And, you know, like the blade needs to be adjusted too for the weight. But shit, at least this one's like not off breathing and talking to himself and shit like that. Let's see what else they got. Okay. This is 5 seconds, but at least this is half as decent. It takes too long, but yeah, I could see it cycling out of that. So maybe, and what is this one? So I can experiment with this one. Maybe Cling 3.0. Okay, this is that bottom one. This is the most expensive one right here. So maybe the more expensive the credits, the more it listens to your actual prompts. See, like if I had something like this, I can probably modify this, like speeding it up, breaking out some frames. It's even got the flexing of the muscles in there too, which is really interesting. Like I can probably work with this just to edit it. I can't just be like, okay, this is good enough, put it in the game. I'm trying to get something to where like I can edit on top of this. Okay, so Cling works. Let's try Turbo after. Is this C Dance? Let's try C Dance. Okay, C Dance didn't even fucking listen to what we asked it to do. It starts in close with a picture of his dick, and then it like starts to zoom out. I don't have a fucking clue how that happened. And he's looking at the camera. Stylized warrior, right? What part of, let me see, what part of no camera movement, locked camera, center character does this one not? I thought C Dance was supposed to be smart, and it's like 36 credits. Yeah, guys. Shit. All right, which one gave us at least the closest one? Okay, Cling 3.0. Let's start. Let's use these two. How many credits do I have left? Okay, we're really gonna start. We can't use this. Is this the vaping one? No, that's him talking in gibberish. Let's see. Let me make some room. That's nuts. Okay. Cling 3.0, Cling 2.5. Okay, cool. All right, so let me try to adjust this a little bit. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's do, that's Grok. Let me try to see what 2.5. Okay, this is the most expensive one, Cling 3.0. So that must be the one that we need to use. Just for shits and giggles, let me see what Cling 2.50 Turbo does. And let me just adjust this just a little bit too. Neutral breathing. Yep. Let me see. GPCFG scale. What the fuck is that? Duration. Okay, 5 seconds. Oh, so it has to be 5 seconds. It has to be 5 or 10 seconds? That's kind of bullshit. What about this one? Okay, this is duration. All right, let me just see what Cling 5 does, but it looks like Cling 3.0 has more adjustments to it. But even still, like if I were to have 5 or 10 second idle cycle, guys, just like looking at throwing this into another software, I would be able to cut this down in half, editing wise, you know. He's breaking the fourth wall. I know, right? Like, I love when AI prompts don't listen to anything you tell it to do. It just does its own damn thing. Stylized warrior. Okay, so if it's still got the, I'm interested to know because right now I just wrote a description, but I didn't have my image. So if I take this out, game ready, idle animation, clean silhouette, stable stance. Let me see. What else do I want to add to this? Okay, cool. And interesting how he's got like a little darkness, a little shadow blot that's in there too as well. Let me try doing this. Game ready idle stance, loopable item scene. Yeah. Not drifting, extra motion. Subtle, no camera movement. Yeah, we got to keep that in. Minimal, very subtle chest expansion, contraction, slow inhale. Let me do let me take out the slow. I don't want it to be slow. And let me put like hand motion into it too, like hand opening and closing to a fist slightly, or maybe slightly opening. I'm not going to give it points if it doesn't understand this because I'm trying to understand how to explain this. Slightly opening and closing the fist. Make the sword tip down some more and add a little more weight. So now I'm taking what's already been there and let's just refresh it or add another one to it and see what we get. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I figure I'd just make another video on my YouTube channel just talking about this stuff because I'm pretty sure everybody, okay, that failed. So apparently Clean 5.2.5 doesn't work with anything. Let's do Clean 3.0. Isn't AI fun, guys? Don't know what to do because our typing is not even human take anymore. I know our human talk needs to be force fed through another AI software in order to understand what it thinks it wants to do. But I'm so surprised that in this guy's video, he just had a very simple prompt saying like, okay, we're actually going to watch this video and just do it step by step and see if anything is different, you know? Because it's like at this point, I don't need to take it into a game engine. I'm just trying to get something to start off. I'm just trying to get emotion to happen. Guys, we're like an hour and a half into this. I'm basically wanting it to do what I animated in Blender in about 30 minutes. You know, I'm just wanting to do something like that. That's it. Just cycles. Doesn't need to be long. Just a second. It's it. Or at least something half as decent that I could steal away from. Okay, here's the cycle. It freezes and then comes back down. Okay, so far, all I got to say is the best result I can get from all of these models is Clean 3.0, the most expensive one. And this, I mean, this doesn't even come without its problems. I don't understand how C-Dance makes things look so smooth and how this makes everything look so clunky. I don't get it. But I would have to say if I took this and put it in post, I could salvage some of these frames in order to make it do what I want it to do. Let's try something else. I'm curious. I'm sick of looking at this warrior. Let's see. Street Fighter pixel art character. Yeah, we're ripping stuff off now. All right, this is cool. Sorry, whoever this artist is, DI Games. This is awesome pixel art. Let me just steal this really quickly. I want to see if we could actually do something with this. This shouldn't be too hard. All right, let's go to image. Yeah, there's a start frame and there's an end frame too. I wonder if that's the same thing, but that's only for Kling though, right? I wonder if that's got to do anything to do with anything. Let's go to Grok image. Let's see, make character front kick. And back to idle. Please, I'm sorry, Mom. I need more credits. Mom, the software took my money. Help. No way. Wait, don't know what because of our typing. Yeah, same shit. Yeah, after a few more tries of this, we can go back to animating. This is all very fascinating because here's the thing, guys. I don't want to go through my lifetime now ignoring all of this shit. We need to study this stuff. We need to figure out what it can do and what it can't do. Wow. What did I say? Make character front kick and back to idle. So it kicks us. Okay. Interesting movements though. All right. Make character front kick to the front kick and back to idle to the side as if it were in a fighting game. Character must kick fast. Exactly 5 frames. I'm giving it precise frameage now. Let's see what happens then. Stealing, no borrowing, but not returning. Yes, exactly right. I've already apologized to DI Games. You know, I love your pixel art. This is just experimentation. This is social experiment, so I can tell everybody Especially my students who keep asking me, is AI going to take our jobs? Is AI the future? Can AI do stuff faster than what we can animate? So far, I'm having a hard time getting it to do a fucking idle cycle. And I don't know what else to write. It does feel like, I know, right? Right, Miguel? Like that's like kind of this is kind of my problem with these AI models. All right, 5 frames. It only took us 2 seconds to do a 5-frame kick. Yeah, we're definitely putting that in our video game too. That's Ken's slow-mo attack. Okay, let's try this. 3 seconds. Let's do 1 second. Let's just see if that works. Maybe it's because I'm not giving it the proper seconds, right? But yeah, like that's kind of my problem with the whole models altogether. Like I'm paying money to get credits. And basically when I'm telling this software to generate, and it's not just AI, guys. Like I've used video to mocap AI. I've used in-betweening AI frames. I've used a lot of AI models, and every AI seems to adopt this by giving you points and credits on a monthly fee and saying like, okay, you can use this software, but here's your currency that you can do. But guys, like, I mean, I've already spent $5 to get something very simple so I can extract, download, and put into my game. Meanwhile, I have to adjust this. So if I'm saying to myself, okay, I want a 3D model that looks like this, and it's not giving me the right thing, how am I going to be able to salvage this 3D model, let alone use it over and over again to get it the right animation, the right feel, the right look, the right render? There's no fucking way I'm going to do that. So what's your older alternative? What can you adjust? Pixel art, right? Pixel art. I can say, okay, pixel art, put it in an A sprite, adjust it, color it, give me something to start out with. But even then, guys, look. Front kick. Like, look at his fucking face. They're turning it into a 3D model. Let me see. Okay, let me go to Gen real quick. This is probably, I can't rely on image to video. Let me just go to image to Gen. Okay, through here. Nano banana. Let me see. Seed. Let's try Seed Dreams. Give me kick animation. Let's just say quick kick animation, 5 frames. Frame. Give me kick animation. Swift. Kick has to be swift. Be swift. And attacking the midsection of the victim. I don't even know if this is the right prompt. Let's see. Seed Dreams. Let's do them all. Seed Dreams, Flux, Nano Pro. Holy crap, Nano Pro is like 18 credits. 1.5, GP 1.5, or let's do GP 2, medium or opaque. Seed Dream, 5 lit uncensored. What the fuck? Uncensored? Okay, I see what this tool is advertising. We'll try that a little later. I want to see the uncensored version of Ken's kick. But yeah, it's like, for me, it's like, yeah, you're basically like, you're pissing your money away to try to get something that's salvageable. To me, I feel like this kind of stuff is just for like visual hype. But what I don't like, and this is what burns me up, guys, and not trying to put Dev Dude on the spot, is, you know, don't advertise and sell me that you can make these character animations like this.
Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. 3 animations for my consistent character using an AI workflow.
We're actually going to watch this video, and I'm going to go step by step to see how we can make these idle. And I see, like a good salesman, I can see how you're really advertising this too. Hey guys, check out my new waifu models through here. we can make this happen and put it in video game format too as well. But like, look, like bright green screen. Okay, so this is him doing the image stuff. But at the same time, he has like such the simplest prompts. Walking in place, sexy female walk on her sword stays attached at her side. Her hand holds the hilt. Besides her staring at me the whole time, I would say this is at least decent to put as a walk cycle. But I don't know how I'm not getting it. We're going to do a walk cycle next just to see if there's even anything here. Okay, look what it gave us, guys. Wow. Okay, see dream, put a, okay, because I wrote a victim in there, they put a victim. I was like, they put an opponent. All right, can't use that. Here's my frameage, but Ken's kicking one, so I can't use that one. These two look the same as well. This is Ken fighting Ken. Kick sequence. I wish I could see, like, I wish I could see this actually frame by frame. I wonder even, like, how could I do that? Expander, canvas, slicer. Okay, so I can't, because I haven't upgraded, I can't even get into his tools because I have to upgrade in order to
And ladies, and today
use his tools. Upload tiles, images. Can I even edit that stuff? Okay, I can. So why did I need to send it? GBT. Well, these look decent enough. But how do I? So I could probably use some of this, but again, I'm not knowing how it feels until actually I edit them out themselves. So maybe image is the way to go for animation stuff. But how do you get an idle cycle? I'm still so very fucking confused about that. Okay, let's actually watch this video and see what he's saying.
pretty well. Our character, I'm going to be creating a character here which is facing sideways for a side scroller type of game. Of course, you can do any direction you want. You can walk left, right, up, down. Doesn't really matter. You can create as you wish. That's the beauty of
You can make your character vape if you like to,
the first thing
even though we want it to walk.
Character concept art, and then I've put that character onto a nice green screen. Basically, put character on bright green screen, solid color chroma code.
Okay, let's try this first, guys.
And remove.
All right, I want to do exactly what he's saying, just to see if it even works. What was this image? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's go back to our. Let's go back. Let's see. Let's go back to our warrior. Here's the new pose. Let's see if this even works. So, suppose I've got this little one, right? I want to use the same prompt this guy's got. Put character on bright green screen, solid color code, remove shadow. Nano Banana 2. All right. 9 credits just to do this on 1K resolution. Oh yeah, that's right. How do I what was what's that prompt to do right to left side on like your search engine? New tab to the right. That's right. Okay. Oh no, not new tab to the right. At split view. There you go. Okay. Just so I can see both of these.
Greetings, gentlemen and ladies, in the next 8.
Greetings, Gooners, and all you people that love AI. Check out this hot waifu. You know you love her. You know you want to animate her. You know you want to touch her. Just buy my awesome AI generation course. There's so many prompts for you to use and make a video game that's going to make you rich and famous. It can all be done in minutes just with this simple AI spreadsheet creation workflow. Subscribe to everything. Buy my products. Give me your money. That's all I hear.
Real time to any direction you want. You can walk left, right, up, down, green screen.
All right, cool. So same thing. Put character on. All right, we're gonna do this by the book. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make fun. I'm giving it the chance, right? Like maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not the prompt. I'm not good at prompting things. Forgive me. I'm not trained in the art of proper AI prompting. Color code. Remove shadow. Or sorry, color code. Okay. Remove. There was no shadow. Let's just say remove gray stuff in the back. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard, right? Generate 2 images. We don't want 2 images. Quantity. Okay, 1. We just want 1. I missed a typo. Shit. I hope AI is smart enough to see my typo. AI, bro, no. AI gooners, yes. I know, for real. I mean, hey, they know their audience. It's like classic salesman pitch. Oh my God, so many art developers are moving to AI, and here's how you can make your own video game. They always start off with everybody in the world's doing it. It's popular. People love it. It's getting attention, and you can too. So here's the thing, guys. The last couple of months, I've been purchasing tools from Gumroad on Maya and Blender to help me with my workflow. And I can say, yes, some of these tools work very well. Like I would be an idiot to keep doing things harder and making things harder for me when it comes to animating, because the process takes a long time. What I'm trying to understand and discover as we are moving into the future, what tools can I rely on, or what tools can help my workflow be progressively a little bit more faster, given that I also need to make edits, make adjustments, and find a new a way or a pipe of doing things in order to make, in order to adapt to what's happening around me, but also understand what actually works for animators, artists, people who study this stuff, know what to look for, know what looks good in quality, and how does the emerging presence of all these AI tools bleed in to that factor, because let's be honest, the industry is fucking changing. People are losing jobs, people are getting laid off, money is being invested into these new tools, and we, as resilient and as pure as we are, trying to rage against the machine, so to speak, we also need to be smart enough to know, okay, what is this competition? What can it do? What can't it do? What benefits does it have? What doesn't it have? What can, like, we need to start thinking as production, as like production, as the production workers that we are, knowing the steps that we have to go through to get to the final product. What can this help? Like, what can it do? Like a tool, can it help in any areas? Can it speed up the process? Do I have to launch this into another software? Can I retract some of it? Can I utilize some of its ability in order to help my workflow? You know what I mean? But so far, I mean, fuck, I can't even get a simple, I'm almost like trying to dumb it down to be like, just give me something simple like this. Like, you did a great job. You put it on a green screen. Awesome. That's exactly what I want right now. This is perfect. So what can you do now that I need you to do explaining in a prompt?
Basically, put character on bright green screen, solid color chroma code, and remove.
Yay, this works so far.
I've also used the Nana Banana 2 model, which works really good for that bright green screen, consistent color code. Green screen.
All right, we're off to a good start.
Is to send these on over into the video generation. I'm using, of course, the Sorceress Game Creation Suite, which allows you to generate up the images using some of the best models available.
Some of the best models available, baby.
That's got a whole bunch of other tools also built in. And in addition to that, we've got our video generation component. So all I've done is I've put in my character reference image
All right.
to the reference image area
Okay.
right here, and I've selected that Grok Imagine video. Now, I find that animations work really well, usually with a nice short 1 second duration. This is
1 second, guys. We forgot to do 1 second. Holy shit. Wheelie shit.
model feature that's not available on regular Grok Imagine or most other video generation platforms that use Grok Imagine, but it is available on Sorceress because it's super use case to game developers, because this helps us to create 1 second looping animations a lot easier than if you have a high duration. If you have a high duration, Grok gets confused for what to do with all those extra seconds.
Okay, makes sense.
And it starts doing stuff that you don't want. So 1, 2, 3 seconds usually is the best. So all I've done here is I've created a few animations using, in this case, walking in place. We've got a sexy female walk.
All right.
With her sword.
I want to do this for our warrior too. I'm going to basically say the same thing. So let's do that. Let's grab our boy right here. All right, we got that. Go into the video. Go to, what is it, Grok, all right? 1 second animation. We're here so far. Put our guy in here. That's a lot of space there too as well. All right, let's get our guy in here, and then let's get a prompt. We're gonna do this correctly. Wait, what happened? Can I not use my prompt? I'm already down 460 frames, man. How about that shit? All right, let's go through here. All right, what's it saying? All right, walk in place. Walk in place. Sexy female walk. Let's see. Okay, so she said her sword stays attached to her side. Okay. His sword swings let's see, strongly back and forth by his side. Take a look at that. See what happens there. I just want to see the sexy walk, see if it actually does anything for that. And then if that works, we'll get very specific. Check it out, guys. This is the sexy female walk. The sword swings strongly by his side. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I want my money back. Looks like he's just like strep dancing, man. Like he's at a sweet rave party and the sword just grew twice as long. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Walk in place to the right side for 1 full cycle. To the right side. That's it. Walk in place to the right side. Simple. 1 sentence to the point. I don't know how we get from this.
Swords staying attached to her side. So that one came out, I thought, pretty well. In this one, we've got walking in place. Her hand stays on the sword attached to.
Okay, so I wrote walk in place. Maybe that's what we need in order for this to actually work. There you go, guys. This is a gladiator walk. My game is going to be fucking awesome. This is how my character walks in the game, to the right. Yeah. Walk in place to the right side. Let me see. Give me a walk cycle. Geez, guys, how can I, chat, help me out. How can I be very specific with this? POV of when accidentally shit yourself and you run. Oh shit. Oh god. This is like the dank version of everything. You ever notice how like I don't even know at this point. Like, what am I doing? Timing, weight, acting, performance, subtlety. Nah, bro, I got a prompt. You know, I type epic cinematic emotional fight scene and the computer's like, say less. Doesn't look right? No. Does it feel right? Also no. But is it fast? Absolutely. Jesus. Okay. Give me a walk cycle um that feels strong and confident. The character is looking right always. Jesus, watch it look right in Z-plane. Fix it in prompt, please. I don't tweak curves, I just argue with a sentence. Okay. Please. Chat. I don't know if this is just like a bad joke. I mean, it's pretty obvious that we can fairly say that AI is just a crapshoot at this point. I guess I could tell you and say that AI is just it's bad because it doesn't know why things move, you know? AI doesn't blend poses, it doesn't obey animation. It just it tries to negotiate it with you. Dude, here's my prompt. Give me a walk cycle that feels strong and confident, the character looking right always. He is doing the fucking Charlie Brown from the Cha-Cha slide. Jesus Christ. Oh God, I'm kind of just amusing myself at this point. Hopefully, this will make great content on a video. Alrighty then. Okay. What is Dev Dude prompting that we're not walking in place? Strong, sexy female walk. Her sword stays stretched.
Something like that. That was English, right? I think so.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this test too. All right. I'm just gonna do strong male walk in place. Strong male. Okay. Walk in place. In place. Strong male walk cycle. Strong male walk. And I'm going to do that for Grok. I'm going to do it for Sea Dance. And I'm going to do it for Kling, the most expensive one. I'm going to spend 90 fucking credits just to, you know, hopefully get something decent. Or just to understand this. If not, we'll ask ChatGPT. If I run like this, I'm already dead. It's the silly walks, dude. And guys, I am paying credits for this, for simple texts, for a site that's a little like for a sorcerer for this is for a AI site that's prompting to help you build game assets within minutes using simple prompts and simple tools. And already we can't even get that one prompt. And you're seeing this live. All right, here's another one. Da 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 da. Da da da. Dude, what the fuck? I can't generate motion. It can't be an animator. I'm sorry. Animation AI. I don't know if AI is listening to me right now or if it's just trying to be funny at this point. It's not animation. It's just movements. It's decisions. It's intent. Why is this happening? It doesn't understand weight. It doesn't understand timing. It's just pulling from stuff at this point. This is, guys, look, this is 4 different prompts of moving right. This is my favorite one by far. Again, guys, I'm doing this so you don't have to purchase this stuff. I'm showing you. Should buy a Death Star with those credits. I feel like it's already dead. Okay, what is this one? Sea Dance. Okay, it's walking, but it's walking at an angle. Like if this was like me pressing down and right on the controller, yeah, I would stick that in. Even though the weight, it feels very Frankensteinish. This is at least a decent one, from everything that we've tried. This is not to the right, but this is at least half decent of all the shit that we've already spawned already. When you're with a friend and a hot chick walks in, it tells you to act normal, right? It's like, bro, play cool. Yeah, play it cool, dude. This is like when you're like, when you got to go number 2 and that chick just walked by and you're trying to impress her. This is when you get that shit stuck up your ass. Yeah, this experimentation's turned into a comedy tour right now. All right, Kling, the most expensive one. What do we got? Oh my God, the camera moved in. At least he got a little bit more detailed. Oh shit. Oh God. Okay. All right. I think I want to pull the plug on this. Guys, in all honesty, like we've been to hell and back with just me trying to get a simple idle cycle, a walk cycle. I'm sorry, Dev Dude, but like looking at your video, seeing how everything is just so stand in place with the blend blowing your hair, no VFX.
Here I actually made.
I don't know how many times you're trying this. I don't know how many times you're prompting this, or I don't even know like if you're making this at minutes. I highly doubt it. I got to call you out and say like, I highly doubt this is made in minutes. I'm thinking with credits like this, and since you're knowing your way around your own site, you're basically trying to get something that looks good, saving it. But yeah, man, like this is just a crapshoot. Even though these animations look like I would expect them to look when they're moving, that goes without saying that they don't need to be adjusted too. But what I was simply trying to do, man, was just to get a basic prompt to do something very simplistic so I can use these assets inside of a pipeline to make a video game. And right now, I've spent like 2 hours and a half just trying to get something that I can make into a sprite sheet using all your credits, using all these models, and I'm just getting randomized results. I think it goes without saying, guys. I think it goes without saying, it's like, animators are needed because we don't just move characters. We decide what they're thinking, what they feel, and what the audience should feel too. AI gives you motion. Animators give you more like moments than anything. So depending on what these tools will spit out for you, whether it be just some random funny shit like that or something that's at least close to what we're trying to look for, we're always going to have to adjust it. We're always going to have to tweak it, edit it, make it feel the way we need it to feel, whether it be macho, powerful, because already, like, you can look at this character, but you know something's off about him. This doesn't just feel like, just straight up like how he should look or how he should feel. Like you get a sense of like laughter out of it too. And really, like I'm trying my best to try to find something salvageable out of these tools that you're promoting me over here, man, but it's just not working for me. um but yeah, looks like I'm gonna have some fun with the rest of my credits trying to figure out if there's anything that I can do to put on my flash reels on TikTok. But yeah, I don't really know, guys. This is why I wanted to do this today, because I, like so many others, see this kind of stuff online being tossed at our faces, saying, you know, the famous hot title that goes around that stirs everybody up, the famous rage bait titles: AI is the future, Hollywood is cooked, artists are cooked, this is the new norm. I made this in seconds. I got lucky with a prompt. I feel this is not the way art should be dealt with, having to just gamble with prompts and hopefully land on something that looks at least salvageable. Um, Again, I'm not a prompt master. I don't know what goes on with this, but you shouldn't have to purchase currency to use a model, and then have that currency deplete when you can't even get it to work or function the way that you're asking to do just the simplest things. Just the simplest things. And definitely, most definitely, this is not being used for game development. As far as what you're like what this is promoting, that people are using AI for game development, hell no. Hell no. Unless you're working in a big team with just some neuroscience engineers on AI to get the stuff you're exactly looking for, nobody can just pick this up at its current state or what you're charging people for, and just in hopes to make something that's even that even looks good or salvageable without spending a lot of time trying to get it right the first time. I don't know. Maybe I'm being overzealous, or maybe this is just too much of a detailed character, but I make video games. I develop video games. I'm trying to work on my own development of video games, and I'm exploring new pipes. I just don't see this as a very manageable and reliable tool to even get started with animations. So maybe when it comes to coding, maybe when it comes to scripting, but as far as movement, animation wise, like it doesn't fit the bill for me at this point, or at least not that I'm aware of. So yeah, like I don't think Sorceress is really built for game development, let alone anything that's easy enough to manage. But I think the hardest thing is because we're spending credits, we're literally like gambling. I don't think it's right to being paying money for more chances to try to get something that looks good, that should work, which you're advertising. I don't know. That's just the way that I'm seeing it right now. So yeah, I got to put a lid on it right now. I'm not impressed. AI is not for game development. I think it's going to be a long fucking road ahead before we could even figure out something remotely close to animations that are helping you get to, or at least from what I'm seeing from this software, it's just not fitting the bill. Maybe we might try pixel arts. Maybe the more simplistic, the better. But yeah, this is definitely not doing it for me. Listen to my suggestions. The aggressive sprint reminded me of the tenna dance from the Delta run. I know, right? This is crazy. This is like, look at this shit, guys. All in walk in place strong male walk. All right. Here's a camera cut. All right, we got another version. That is like a Nazi march. This is the jiggy. This is some Cartoon Network walk. And yeah, this is a child that his mom didn't buy his candy. Mom couldn't buy his candy for. This is tantrum. Oh shit. Yeah, well, we tried, guys. We tried. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I just paid $10 for these credits, but fuck, I feel like I want my money back. But still, like I wiped my ass with $10. So, yeah, there you go, Dev dude. Enjoy your quarter pounder with cheese. Hope it was worth it. I don't really see this helping out the flow of the process anytime soon. Let's get back to real animating, shall we, guys? But it's already late, so I'm probably gonna have to call it soon. But yeah, that was that's my little rant on AI. We tried, guys. So this is an animator trying AI, so you don't have to. But if you like that kind of content, or if you learned something today, feel free to hit up my comments. You AI bros are welcome too. Please tell me what, that I'm such a noob at prompt work, and please tell me that I don't know what I'm doing, and please share and feel free to tell me what I should be doing. I'm not going to buy any more of your credits unless you could absolutely live stream and prove it yourself. But anyway, yeah, this is my little rant on AI. I'm Brad for show. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you and your mom later. Bye. No joke, guys. Yeah, I really wanted to work on some Blender stuff today, but all honesty, this video caught me off guard, and because I'm developing a video game right now in very, very early stages, I'm trying to look for the smoothest way, or not really the smoothest way, but I'm just trying to explore options that might help. But this guy's video is so convincing. Like, holy shit, this actually might work. Like if it's able to video, and I'm not saying like pull the plug on this. They might figure out how to do this, but if it's like video to video, I would love, here's the thing, I would love if there would be a way to, if you were to animate something like on a blank canvas, if you were to animate something like such as this, like just something really, really simple, like either a run cycle or like an idle cycle. Like let's just say like I did Tifa, right? I did Tifa's idle cycle through here. Like if there was a way that I could take this video and say like, okay, or like this animation, and then draw a concept character and just say, hey, can you take this concept and slap it on top of that and make it look like it's actually moving that way? I think that would be really, really, really helpful. I think that would really a benefit for the pipeline in order to like, help us animators get to where we need to go as far as like utilizing it as a tool to help our production. You know what I mean? So, that's just the way I see it. But there might be something out there, maybe not. Still don't feel like I found it yet, but yet I still don't like people advertising me like they could do this shit in minutes. And we've been here for 2 hours just trying to get a fucking character to walk right, and he's just been dancing all over the place. It doesn't match well, with what we're trying to do. I look poor. You look like the human embodiment of a paycheck. You must be going from paycheck to paycheck to live in existence. I bet you're walking into foreclosure right now. I bet your fashion sense is a fire sale. And I say that you're probably dressed like the lowest part of the belt of poverty, little bitch. Jesus.
Shadow. I've also used.
Yeah, I can't take this. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this AI stuff. It's snake oil, guys. Let's just be honest. It's just snake oil. They're trying to get us with the clickbait. You get it with the clickbait. You get the hook and line and sinker. You get the You get the waifus, you get the hotness, you get the clicks, you get the promises. But as soon as you log in and you start taking your time to like test this stuff out, it's just you're buying into bullshit. You know. It doesn't make it easier. Actually, it makes it tougher, in my opinion. Anyway, we tried. We tried working the prompt. Anyway, it's always been the gooner bait. Yeah, that's all it is, man. That's, oh Jesus, like I can't stand the world that we're living in right now, where somebody can just like run 6 inches from left to right and just make a living off of that. You know what I mean? It's insane. And they got a problem with that here in America, but yeah, Japan's making like all these hot video games that are selling, and people have problems with that, and you wonder why they're selling, Oh man. But yeah, best we could do is just like go back to where back to how we started. People want to take the easy way, and I'd be pretty proud of it. That's it. I mean, it's just like it's so right, Miguel. Like, we live in a generation where people just want the fastest way to success. They just want the shortcuts. They like, if you sell them, hey, this is how you get 1 million followers in a month. This is how you make animated movies with no problem. This is all the viral sensation. Because let's just be honest. It's all attention. People are fighting, clawing, killing each other, breaking the law, throwing out rage bait words, getting people emotionally uncomfortable, getting people to react in the most weirdest ways. They lying, making up things, saying things are are happening when really they're not, asking questions of shock, giving you shock videos and asking you questions. What would you do in this situation? Are they wrong for thinking of it? Or making AI bullshit and making you believe it's real just for traffic and interaction, dude. It's fucking exhausting. It's insane, man. And it's like, you wonder why it's hard for artists to try to make a living, or to try to even make to have a spotlight, because one, it takes a long time to create art. It takes a long time to translate that. And two, it's like, it all depends on what time you post it, what day you post it, how you're titling it, how you're thumbnailing it, how you're hashtagging it, how you're describing it, and just basically the attention span. And people always look for the top most critical viral thing in order to get that way. So what are they going to look for? Okay, who's the best at this? Who's got the most subscribers? Who's got the most followers? Then you get people like, Mr. Beast and all that. And then everything that you see from there on out just looks like a fucking Mr. Beast video. And then you get these AI videos that come out and make big, big impacts and lots of followers. And then pretty soon you're seeing all these fucking AI videos coming out. And then people are just, oh God, people are just like, here's the word. And I don't want me to rant about this because it's bad for my anxiety and my health. But here's the worst part of it. There are people that are utilizing drop shipping and making AI videos of women who are sad, and are saying, people are making fun of me because I'm trying so hard to make art that I love, and I'm doing this all, with good intentions, and I'm working very hard, but people are making fun of me, and my conservative parents are kicking me out, and my church group called me a no good, 2-time lesbian, but I'm trying my best to get by, and here's my products. Would you please help little old me and support me? But all that's being made by AI, by some guy who's buying and reselling that shit on TikTok and using that as using that as pity bait in order for you to click on the link to buy it from him, right? It's like, bro, and then they are turning around and finding these people that are doing that, and they're just making fucking bait of like, how do I make viral videos so you can get rich too? So you can follow my method of making this shit that doesn't exist to pity bait people into buying products. Like, bro, just what the fuck, man? It's like we're living in a day and an age that whatever we're watching, we are second guessing it all the time. Like, this can't be real. Is it real? Are people just acting real? Like, there's people online that are making up stories. They're acting. Like, look what my wife did to me today, or I caught my wife cheating in this restaurant. Here I am confronting her. And you like find out who these people are, and they're actually just actors. They act these skits all the time just so it's shock value, like they're not really married. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend, but they're acting like they've been married and they got caught each other cheating, and they're horribly acting, but they're just doing it to get shit out of you. Be like, hey, it's drama, it's performance art, I found my father. He abandoned me 20 years ago and I caught up with him. Here's his reaction. By the way, I just want to let you know that, I don't blame you. And there's a guy there's two guys that do this skit all the time. At first I thought it was real, and I'm like, oh, this is the same fucking shit. They're just rinsing and repeating this scenario to get people to actually believe that this is real. And I'm like, bro, it's not just that they're AI. It's just like they're fucking, it's performance art, but like none of it's true. I'm like, bro, what is happening? And not only that, but suppose me, you, and I, we work our ass off, we make good animation, we present it, and then we get people second guessing. Oh, that's AI. Oh, we could do better. Oh, AI could do better than that. Oh, that's got to be AI. Like, people are second guessing our work. It's like, what? Man, I tell you, dude, like, the world is just getting more and more quizzical and more faker, by the year. And nobody has any morality. Nobody has any point to say like this is wrong, or this has got to go, or this has got to stop, or we've got to put restrictions on this. No, they don't care. It's just, I want to get rich. I want views. I want attention. Fuck whoever's feelings I'm hurting. Fuck if you believe this is true or not. I want your money. I want your attention. I want your clicks. I want your views. I'll break the law if I've got to. I'll go to jail if I got to. I'll, get in trouble if I got to. I will disturb the peace if I've got to. Look at me, just, bro. Exactly what the ones you just described. It's probably the same, Miguel. It's probably the same AI chick. Yeah. Yeah, she says she spat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see those trends go around on TikTok. It's the same thing. She's fully AI. That whole scenario is made up just for you to get stuff, like just to get you to buy shit from them. It's drop shipping 101. It's ridiculous. It's like, that's how people, like, they look at, who's that famous guy that's always talking about you can make money right now by drop shipping or TikTok shops or whatever. They don't give a shit just as long as you got followers. And YouTube used to demonetize AI content. They don't give a shit anymore. They're totally fine with it now. They're like, oh yeah, you're more revenue, more ad revenue. You're getting more clicks. You're getting more views. Sure, whatever. Keep posting your AI. We don't give a fuck. And it's getting so out of control that it's like they're not demonetizing it. And it's odd because actually I've been seeing some channels that are getting demonetized. I have to look into it too. But I don't know if it's just a scam for them to get more attention. But people are like, help YouTube, my channel is getting demonetized. And then people are like, the non-sus people would be like, sorry, dude, reaching for Team YouTube to talk to you. And they're like, thanks. And then others are like, where's your YouTube channel? And they're like, don't worry about it. It's demonetized. it's this, and that. It's like, well, if I can't see your YouTube channel, maybe I could tell you why you're getting flagged or something like that. And there's a lot of other ones that have a bunch of AI slop that are pissed off that they're getting demonetized. I'm like, well, bro, you're just spamming AI bullshit. What did you think was going to happen? You know, I don't know. Tell people are making sad dog stories. Yeah, dude. Like Miguel, it's all just they want you, because that's the thing. It's all based on keeping you on that video, watching it till the end. Have you ever seen those videos where you're like, please watch until the end, or trying to get you to stay there? Because YouTube doesn't, or YouTube, I don't know if TikTok works this way. YouTube doesn't pay out to people that click on your video. It's how long they're viewing your video. So that way there's more watch time, more ad revenues, just the way it's going nowadays. So it's like they have to follow a formula to keep you invested into it. So if it's going to make up a scenario about a poor little girl that is trying to make it in the world with her art, but people are bullying her, and somehow somebody always has a cell phone watching her get abused and violently beat around by these bullies. Like, I don't understand how posting crimes doesn't result in people either getting arrested. And I don't think it's that hard to understand that all of this is just set up to get your attention. But people are fickle. They don't understand. They don't stop to think when they're watching. They just feel. They just want a reaction out of it. So I get it. But unfortunately, that's just the world we live in. That's just the world that we live in now. And with it's kind of hard to compete with that kind of competition. And normally I wouldn't give a shit. I just unplug for that. But I'm more concerned about animation in general. I'm more concerned about creating art. And I'm even further concerned about if what we're seeing now is all this money being adopted into AI tools trying to help problem solve or trying to develop games, movies in a faster, quicker way. I'm trying to see how it's benefiting us. And I'm trying to use some of these tools to see, like, is it really helping? Or is it all just smokescreen? Is it all just being glazed to us to such a high extent to where we are like doom and glooming everything, when in reality, it's just another almost phase to where we're just not thinking, we're just reacting. We're just reacting to hype. We're reacting to attention mongers. We're overreacting to what the reality of things are right now. I don't know what the comments are fake. Exactly. Like bots, they're like view farms, which is out fucking outrageous. There are people that use viewer bots, and there's so many fake accounts. I remember Twitter was trying to do something at one point. I was losing a bunch of followers, and I was like, what is happening here? And then I was like, oh, it's not just me, it's everybody. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. If I'm not posting stuff, and I don't know if this is like this with all, if I'm not posting stuff, I will start getting followers from time to time, but these followers are the most bot followers you've ever seen. And I'm like, oh shit, these are just bot followers, so they're purging, fake people, from like your account, which makes you think, how deep does it go really? You don't get it. And there's AI that's making comments and prompts too, that are directing people back to their fucking OnlyFans accounts. Oh
man.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't rant about this stuff. I don't know. I feel like this channel is supposed to be about animating, dude. We're supposed to be having a good time in animating. But yeah, I think every once in a while I just gotta let loose with like all the shit that's happening. Basically, long and short version is this guy was trying to sell me how AI, more developers are using AI to make their games. And right then and there, I should have just been like, that's bullshit. I'm like, are they really? Are they really? Are you just saying that to make your bullshit smell good? Right? It's like, are they really? Seriously? And me biting into that, I couldn't stop thinking about it today. So when I purchased some of these credits, I was like, you know what? I don't think there's many people talking about this. Like, there's not many people reviewing or talking or trying this to say, hey, this is what you're selling or this is what you're promoting, but this is the reality of what it can't do right now, you know? So that's why I wanted to do this stream. That's why I wanted to make this video. That's why I wanted to take you on a journey with me of, you know, I guess like how much how snow blind we're getting when it comes to this kind of shit. What kind of PC should I build for animation? Definitely don't go to Origin PC. Those motherfuckers will rip you off for sure. I mean, just your standard workhorse PC. I'm not a PC expert, but you know, just kind of like the you don't have to have the top of the line everything, but I got like 32 gigs of RAM. You know, I think my processor is like Intel i9, you know, like an i9 is totally fine. I think I've got a 5000 series NVIDIA, which glitches up from time to time. I got an expensive one, you know, but I heard and I feel that like NVIDIA is not the new NVIDIA is really fucking buggy, but you know, just as long as you have like 32 gigs DDR RAM, you know, and a big fucking hard drive to store everything. I mean, you don't need much. You just need to make sure that you've got you just need to make sure that you've got a good processor and a good I'm sorry, my brain's fried right now. I'm trying to get out of the I'm trying to get out of this AI slop bullshit right now. But just make sure your computer's not overheating, you know. GPU works, you should be all right. Don't use Chrome either. Chrome will fuck your animation up. Don't use what I'm using. Yeah, I would just say like strong cooling system, an i9 processor, you know, RTX, NVIDIA 4000 above, 32 to 64 gigs of RAM if you're got a big pocket, you know. You know, you don't need that's like a very decent computer if you want to build that one. But yeah, don't buy it from Origin. Fuck those bastards. But definitely you want to need a subscription to a 3D software. I use Maya. Maya is industry standard. It is subscription based, but you can get a student version for free, although you don't really have access to everything. But I'm really starting to use Blender a lot. I was never a Blender believer. Now the more I'm playing with it, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually a really good software. It's free too, and it's slowly incorporating AI into it. But apparently Blender made a statement that they're refusing to take more AI funding, which I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't. RT3060 is enough for 3D anime. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I think you're fine with that. It's a solid card, you know. You know, like if you're, I mean, do you rain sleep? Do you use Maya, or like what are you using? Are you a 3D animator or Unreal guy or something like that? It's kind of like it's good, but it's like, you know, you need to have at least good cooling if you're like planning on like working just in animation. But if you're doing like streaming and other shit on the side with it, it might eat up a lot of your, might eat up a lot of your GPU. Or at least that's what I've had experience for me. Like 360, I would say is good starter, like mid level. But when you get past to like 4,000 and stuff, that's more pro, even though it's more expensive. I'm trying to think like what my other computer, like my older computer had like a 2000 series, and it never crashed. It chugged, but it was like it fucking did its job. It's just I try to make it streaming too, so I wouldn't have to worry about crashes and bullshit like that. Oh man, I can't wait to start animating Silk Song, but I gotta finish Rogue first. Rogue's next on the list. I'll give you guys a preview. Rah! Tifa's in the scene too, so she takes off. Shoo. Rah! Nighty Night Sugar, and then comes in with the fist. Turns around, and we're gonna smack the shit out of Tifa. See, AI couldn't do this. AI couldn't think of this. If I put this prompt in there, like Rogue and Tifa would have probably like did the Ziggy on each other. They'd probably like turn into fucking like crab people, and start like cooking grilled cheeses. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, I do have a Discord. I think 32 gigs of RAM and an i5 1012 and a 850 power supply should be okay. If I'm not doing heavy render work. If you're doing render work, it might take a little long. I don't know. I haven't done render work in a while, but I mean, for your standard animation, you should be fine. 32 gigs is fine too as well. Yeah, rendering it just depends on how long your scenes are, because render could take anywhere between like a few hours to like all night. But that's what I usually do. When I start rendering stuff, I just like do it right before I go to bed, so my shit can just like do its job overnight. Mm. Oh, well, I'm glad I got that out of me. I think I still got like how many more credits? 360 credits. I mean, a Discord server, like my Discord server. Yeah, I got a Discord server. Are you asking, like, do you want to join my Discord server? I'm sorry. Yeah, you're on Indestron. You're on YouTube, huh? Yeah, I need to start making a habit of posting that in my descriptions. I'm sorry about that. Let me put that in the description for you really quickly. Because if you were on my Twitch, I could just send it to you. Oh. Oh, are you on my long term format? Okay, yeah, you're here. I'll let's see. Can I put it in the description, or can I just put it in the chat? I'm scared to put it in the chat. Yo, Stefan, what's up, dude? Man, you just missed an exciting journey into the world of AI animation. You got Twitch? I'm on Twitch too. If you care to follow me on Twitch. Should be yeah, if you look at my profile, you'll see my stream there. I'm on there too as well. Yeah, just like hit me up on Twitch and I'll send you the Discord link. Yeah, I gotta fix my stream elements for sure. Be my 241st follower. Be my 241st follower. That's what I said. I'll send you a prize. Actually, son of a bitch. Am I not logged in? Okay, I'm logged in. Cool. Yeah. What up, Stefan? Stefan up in the house. Fantastic animator. Man, you guys just start coming out of the woodwork, right? When? Oh yeah, that's right. Our schedule time for animators are usually like midnight, 12:30. That's when everybody starts waking up. I'm gonna get lynched with that title. Well, if people see, knew what I was actually doing, they think otherwise. This is just a bait title. So far, I've been pretty good. There he is. What's up, Industrone? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Anim Jam. And then, yeah, let me put it in the feed here too as well. Wait a second. Wait, is my multi-chat not working? Hey, there you are. We see you. How's it going, man? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yep, there's my Discord. Yeah, check us out. Small little games workshop. Talk about everything games, animation. Post jobs when I can. Post tools or post feedback. Talk about animation. Today we were exploring. We were going to the dark side. We were touching the fire a little bit. You know, we were raging against the machine. Yeah, we try to. So Stefan, like, if you go back and see, you're still here. If you go back and see my video, I basically got baited from a YouTube video saying this new AI tool helps video game development. So, like a dumbass, I bought into it and wanted to test it out for myself to see if it was actually possible. Like, maybe I can incorporate some of this workflow into Unreal from what he was proposing. And we turned out just to be, it's a lot more sophisticated and complicated and downright unmanageable from the way he made that video look. So we drank the Kool-Aid, had some fun while we were doing it. And basically the whole thing is like, you know, we all don't want to touch AI, but I want to show you why AI doesn't necessarily translate well into animation that we're trying to do. So works out for both of us. And it's just a way for me to vent. I got to vent, dude. It's like purging. I just want to destroy shit. Can I ask you to rate my art? Sure. I usually do a Sunday service too, so you want to drop that. I just want to make sure that you're real. Hope you're not like don't spam up it. Don't spam up the chat. If you want feedback, I think that's you. I think that's you, Anderson. If you want feedback, just drop it in the feedback channel. Cute. Let's go live together someday, do a stream. I'm down for that. You want to do like multi-stream? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go live in a hut together. Let's go build a cabin together and just like do like a Christmas stream together. Just like animate with rocks, like fucking ancient ancient artists and shit. I gotta fix her hair too. At frame 202, you accidentally noticed her chest. Wait, which one are we looking at? Oh, yeah. That's actually a good frame, too, huh? You notice that I squashed and stretched her. Look at this. There's the money shot right there. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Yeah, I would love to see the prompt that would actually help me get this, you know? Few AI bros told you that your art is trash or something. That sucks. Take a look at your art. The art looks cute. It actually has soul to it. It's got love. It's got love put into it. I can tell. Like even as artists, like if you really put a lot into it, we all can have like a sixth sense and tell, that it meant something. It has value. It's just with this generation of just like wanting to, catch your attention as quickly as it possibly can and just not give a fuck what you think. I think like all that's dwindling, You draw each strand of hair, by the way. I actually saw a video not too long ago talking about hair. It was called, what was it called? Scruffing or like, shit, there was a word for it. It was called like, I think it was called like scourging or something like that, or scruffing or whatever. But it had a technique. They were like talking about like some Disney animators used to do it, or not Disney animators, concept guys. And it's like it just starts with drawing like brush hair and then smudging it and then putting highlights and stuff on top of it. So I was like, oh, that's a cool technique. It's cool when people actually tell you how to draw that way instead of just like saying, hey, do this. Some low poly. I saw something where this dude animated some low poly characters without texture. Yeah, I saw some guy like that too, Stefan. He actually had your name and he looked like you too. He was animating like all these blocks and stuff like that. Called it blocking. He was a comedian. And he like had two of them. Really, really low poly count, man. He was polyanimerous. Ooh. Damn, son. I'm talking with this animator on the side. He's making some really saucy rigs. I can't show it to you on the stream, but too lewd for the stream. I'm gonna keep you guys in suspense. I told him, I said I'd love to get up in that rig. It's like I'd love to get up all up in that rig. What rigs are good to use? I would say when you bring a rig in, if you could make them split without their geometry breaking, then you have a very good rig. And people are like, what do you mean when you're talking about that? I'm going to show you really quickly. I saw somebody post this today, and I was like, this is the difference between a good one and a bad one. And it's all in the legs, because if you have a rig where the topology is good from a split, the rest of the rig is instantly going to be that good. Here you go. Look at this.
Come check this.
Before and after weights only. So the top one is what some basic rigs do. Like when they bend like that, you'll notice that the hips squeeze and it starts to bend a little bit like that. So you get these very sharp angles. That's not proper skinning. When you do something like on the bottom where like it's nice and round and the outlines just kind of like blend into one another. Same thing like with the butt too, right there. Like that's proper skinning. That's the kind of shit that you want in your rigs too. Now, mind you, this is like a nude rig, so you know, no assets, no any of that stuff, belts, clothes, whatnot. But if you have a rig, especially like in your arms and shoulders, that can bend that way without losing that shape in between those joints, you have a pretty fucking strong rig. Come check this. So yeah, take a look at that. I got to put together how I did that Tifa animation too as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill Tifa, chat. I've been trying to ask people, I'm like, who should she punch? And nobody gave me like a solid, proper answer that made sense. So I'm gonna piss off the internet and let Rogue break Tifa's face. Oh. Yeah, I could wrap it up. Shit. Okay. She ain't Thrag. If only I had a Thrag rig, that would be pretty cool. Like Rogue beat the shit out of Thrag. I mean, it's getting pretty popular. Like the series is getting so popular that people actually know who these characters are now. I never knew that comic book has been around since like 10 years ago. It's fucking crazy. Dude, I mean, I don't want to say spoilers because I'm loving that TV show, but you have to be some stoic, noble motherfucker. And I see why he's the leader too, to have like your entire home wiped out and not wanting to kill the motherfucker that did it. Like, the constraint on him at the end of that season, I was like, wow. Which I really thought was clever because Invincible they try to outdo themselves each season with like bigger and grander battles, you know, like fights and stuff like that. Like, cause what was it? Like first season obviously was Omni-Man. Second season, God, it was that brain guy. I forgot what his name was, but that shit was amazing. Third one was Conquest. And then the last season was Thrag. But I'm trying to think. They had an episode, like they had round 2 with Conquest. But because that season was done so quickly and there wasn't a lot of budget thrown at the production, they ended it totally different than I thought they would have. It wasn't with a giant battle. Like it wasn't with like just this bloody massacre, you know, holy shit, how's this gonna top last season? It was like a heart to heart, you know, it was like the setup of suspense. It was a huge fucking cliffhanger and really, really solid like mental distortion, mental unease, you know, at the end, like a fucking threat. Like it was literally like the equivalent of just being held at gunpoint for like 20 minutes. You know, you're like, oh shit, oh shit. And then they just like took it away, you know. So it was like that was pretty cool how they, even with like the constraints that they had for what they could produce around those episodes, I thought how they ended it was amazing. So yeah, I'm excited. But motherfucker, Amazon, you're not gonna watch this stream. Nobody's gonna know what I'm saying. Motherfuckers, take your time, pay your fucking artists, and stop rushing shit. And stop giving more money to the actors. Crazy, man. I'm sick. I love how they're like, oh yeah, next season is going to be available next year. The actors are already done, by the way. So we'll see you next year. That's a pretty tall fucking order for the next season, a year out in advance, man. You guys hear me rip Markin 2 right then and there. I know. But what's interesting is Thrag. I don't know much about his character, but that's why he's the leader. You know, I mean, obviously, Viltrumites are just space Nazis with superhuman abilities, and they started off, with the philosophy of only the strong survive, and then they realized through their arrogance that, there was consequences to that, and then as they are dying off, what's crazy is how Thrag laid down those terms, and it was basically holding Earth as hostage, and I was like, that's a pretty smart move. But at the same time, he made that call before he was about to mark, so yeah, pretty interesting character. Pretty interesting character to have all that shit happen to him, and then he still showed constraint. I was like, damn. I was like, it got interesting. It got very interesting. I love the memes, though. I love the memes of people saying, like, damn, if only Conquest was still alive. If only Conquest was still alive, he would finally have a family. All right, guys, it's getting close to 1. I gotta get going. Yeah, this is all AI bullshit, but I'll try to stream this weekend too. We'll jump straight back into animation. I just wanted to try something different, but I had fun. I had fun ranting, as I always do, about AI bullshit. But yeah, thank you for everybody who hung out with me. Thank you for the new followers and Destron. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you guys. I'm probably try Sunday. I know I'm gonna be busy tomorrow for sure, but I'm gonna go. Oh, Pepe and you always got the perfect timing. Definitely check out my replay. We did some pretty interesting AI investigations. So, yeah, I can't keep up with you guys. You guys always start at midnight for me. I gotta go to sleep. I'm an uncle now. I need my rest. But yeah, guys, thanks everybody. And yeah, stay true to yourself. Keep making good art. Ignore the naysayers. Unplug from all the AI bullshit and be true to yourself. And people will see that. Even though it's harder to get their attention, stay true to what you love doing. Don't sell out for all that bullshit. Really, AI will check then. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a kick out of it. All right, dudes, dudettes, later. Peace. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.